All right, guys. '05 BMW. I'm sorry, 2017 BMW X5. We're gonna replace the rear brake pads. The sensor can be saved. Yup, it looks like it can be saved, but the sensor, you have to reroute the sensor all the way over here, and there's a box back over here. You have to take off this, and then move this cover, and you can have easy access to it. I did a few other cars, so you could go through that. So to take out the brakes, we're gonna take off that cap. We're gonna take off this cap, and in back of that we have an Allen key. We're also gonna remove this nipple cover here for the sensor, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get a stand and we're gonna start removing the bolts. Okay, so that was my light. To start off, we're gonna use a flat screwdriver. We're gonna pop this retainer off. Just push up against it. Make sure you put your hand on it, because it will come and fly and hit you on the face. And just get this baby out of there. We're gonna put a new one on. But now we need to remove the two Allen keys. Okay, this is number 7. Okay, 7mm. Okay, we're gonna turn them counterclockwise, which is going up. Turn. The bottom one, you're gonna have to get extension for the bottom one. So let me just turn this baby all the way. There you go. So for the bottom one, I got almost like a ½ a foot extension there. So we're gonna reach from back over here onto the bottom one. Very simple and easy. Shouldn't be that difficult for you to do that. And don't worry, caliper is not gonna fall out. So we're gonna go out with the slided pin. There you go. Caliper is ready to come out, but it's a very light caliper, so I'm gonna just simply let it just hang over here. But it's not gonna come out that easy. So I'm gonna try to push this. Okay, one of the slider pin is stuck to this top one. Pushed it back. So I'm gonna just pull this back. Pull this back. I'm gonna try to get my screwdriver between the pad and the rotor. Don't damage the rotor since we're not replacing them. And after that, this will be very simple. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get that sensor from there using our needle nose. Just try to pull it back out slowly and easily. There you go. And it does have a little clip to it, look like that. Make sure you save that. Okay, sensor's out. We're gonna reuse the sensor. It's not broken, but let your caliper hang over here. If you want to get a strap tie, you could do that, or just simply let it sit up here. But it's a very light caliper. It's fine. You're not gonna damage the hose. For the crazy people that think we're gonna blow up the car. Anyways, we're gonna push these brake pads in. You might see some fluid come out if you're doing all 4 brake pads. That's due to too much fluid in the system. What I want to do is next, I want to brush up here, over here, just where the pads are gonna sit. We're gonna let the sensor sit to the side. Clean the area very well where your brake pads are gonna sit. Okay, I'm gonna get a cleaner. Here's our parts cleaner. Spray this baby down. Very simple. Your caliper also. For those that think they're crazy, they could just let the caliper hang right there for them. Okay, it's a short cable, so really you can't manage much here, but it won't do. It's a very light caliper. It won't do any harm. It won't do any harm to the line. Okay, we're gonna just simply just let it just sit there. That's fine, guys. So here's my Evolution brake pads. This is what we're using, part number. And I already used 2 pads, so we got 2 pads here. That one doesn't have any back plates, goes here. The other one goes into the caliper. This one goes into the caliper, and it's gonna come with new hardware. This is the piece. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our brake pad. We're gonna stick it in here. Make sure it goes in, it clicks right in. And there goes my other brake pad. So that's fine, that's good that it fell out. So take some greasing, put it in this area because this is what's going to come into contact with your bracket here. Okay, and same thing here. Put a little bit of greasing here and in the inner edge. Okay, don't put any greasing, or don't let any greasing get onto the contact that's going to touch the water. Once you got the greasing there, your sensor can just stay out. Okay, and there you go. It went right in. I need to get my tool. I'm gonna go underneath. This is a very simple job to do, guys. So our hardware, there you go. I'm gonna make sure you catch the threads, turn it manually a little bit before you stick anything in, because if you strip the threads, you're screwed pretty much. Because there's nothing you can do. I'm gonna try to get this top one. Now. Once I catch the threads, I know I'm good to go. There you go. Perfect. It's in. Now I'm gonna lock up the bottom bolt first, then the top. Okay. My ratchet is going the wrong way. There you go. And once you get them both in, you're done. Put the wheel on. Make sure you make sure you have the sensor in also. Don't forget the sensor. And make sure the caps are go on too. I'm sorry. Got a little bit of cold for the weather. And I'm gonna lock up this bolt. Make sure you double check your work. Always double check your work. Pads are in the proper way, because I've seen some mechanics put pads the wrong way. It takes 1 minute just to glance at it, take a look at it, okay? And don't forget to put the caps on. A lot of people forget that too. Okay, now the sensor, remember the sensor has this little retainer here, okay? And it does go into this bleeder valve cap, and it has a little plastic cover to it. So we gotta put the metal retainer here. But let's do the sensor right now, and then we'll move on. You can't go wrong here, okay? You cannot go wrong here. There you go. Bada bang, bada boom. I've seen people leave these wires loose, the wheel hits it and it cuts it. I've seen cheap sensors. People put on cheap sensors and a brake light comes on. And then I had to take my meter to check broken contact. And just to rule out, it was a bad sensor. What do I tell the customer? He brought the parts. But anyways, just do the job properly and get the good pieces, and you're good to go. And we got this retainer in. You see how easy that was? But it's not all the way in. You see, it's hanging a little bit there. So I do want to, you could tap on it. It's not going to hurt nothing. And it's still not in. It's still not all the way in the way I want it to be in. There you go. That's more like it. Perfect. All right, bada bing, bada boom. Job is well done. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Make sure the sensor is rerouted if you're changing it, and make sure everything is covered back up. We will move on to resetting the lights, front and rear. Okay, so we completed on the brake job on this X5 here. This is a 2017, but they're all the same thing. So we did the front and back brakes. We did the oil last week, so we reset it. What we're gonna do is front brake pad. We're gonna continue. We're gonna reset this. Should come to 100%. Okay, we're gonna press continue. Front brake pads has been reset. So if you have a light in the dash, obviously it's gonna have a brake light in the dash, but we didn't have that because the sensor never got cut. But This is all set, and we're gonna also reset the brake fluid. There you go. And that's how you're gonna reset front and back brake pad. If you have a light in the dash, it's gonna take care of that, okay? Anyways, thank you for watching my video, guys. Again, this is a 2017 BMW. This is a X5. There you go. So if you got your pads are bad, change them with sensors and reset the light, and that's how you're gonna do it.